ever been in line, waiting patiently like a decent human being, only to have someone swagger up and skip everyone like the rules don't apply to them? Now imagine they did that in front of senior citizens. Asterisk, and then imagine the perfect chance to get even falls right into your lap. Let me tell you how one smug jerk learned that karma doesn't always wait. Sometimes it sneaks into your shopping cart and follows you to the wilderness. If you've ever been underestimated, or just wished you could teach someone a lesson they'd never forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for a delicious serving of poetic justice, because this is one of the most satisfying revenge stories you'll hear today. Asterisk, it all started on an otherwise normal afternoon at my local grocery store. You know, the setup lanes full of carts, people scrolling through their phones or flipping through shopping lists, trying to get in and out as fast as possible. Right beside the lane I was in was the priority lane, the one reserved for senior citizens, people with disabilities, and others who might need a little extra accommodation. Asterisk, seated, there were two elderly folks quietly waiting their turn on the chairs provided. A sweet old woman with silver curls and a cane tucked by her leg. A man beside her, wearing a hat that had clearly seen decades of sun. They weren't causing a fuss, not looking to skip, just waiting patiently as the sign said they could. Then, asterisk, he walked in. Tall, late 30s maybe, aviator sunglasses, even indoors, button-down shirt rolled up to his elbows, and that aura of someone who thinks every room is his to dominate. Asterisk, he didn't hesitate, didn't even glance at the seniors, just strolled right past them and cut directly into the line, like they were invisible. I felt my jaw tighten. Asterisk, I looked over at the old woman. She gave a small, nervous smile, eyes darting toward the man, but saying nothing. The man beside her clenched his hands on his cane, but neither said a word. Hey, they're already in line. Not aggressive, not rude, just factual. He didn't even look at me, didn't turn. Asterisk, didn't acknowledge the people he just disrespected. All he said, with the smuggest tone I've ever heard, was, I don't see them standing in line though. Standing, that smug, dismissive voice, like he was a lawyer delivering a loophole in court. I could feel the heat in my chest rising. My fingers twitched. My stomach coiled. Tight anger, frustration, that helpless feeling when you speak up and still get STEMROLLE. And the worst part, the seniors, they looked embarrassed, as if they had done something wrong. I didn't push it. I shut up, but inside, I simmered. Asterisk, a few minutes passed. The lines crawled. I tried to calm down, but every time I looked at that guy, still ahead of the people he disrespected, still talking loudly on his phone like he owned the place, the anger came flooding. Back then, I saw it. His cart, asterisk, it was stacked with camping gear. A rolled-up sleeping bag, paper plates, instant noodles, trail snacks, a portable stove. You could tell this man was headed into the wild for a weekend getaway, probably to unplug and feel superior about it later on Instagram. Asterisk. And that's when I spotted it. A single can of butane gas, small, silver, unassuming, but crucial. Asterisk. Without it, that fancy little stove he bought. Just a piece of useless metal. A plan began forming in my mind, and then opportunity knocked. He was still on the phone, loudly, talking about how packed everything is and how people are too sensitive nowadays. And the best part, totally distracted. I looked around. No one was paying attention. He had wandered slightly away from his cart, gesturing as he talked. Asterisk, my heart started pounding. My palms were slick. Was I really about to do this? I stepped closer. Asterisk, one quick motion, casual. Like I was adjusting my cart or grabbing something nearby. I leaned in and plucked the butane right from his cart, slid it into mine. Asterisk, just like that. He didn't even flinch, didn't look, didn't notice. The lanes continued crawling forward. He got to the register before me, still on his phone, still completely unaware that his entire camping trip was about to get a lot more. Raw, he paid. Asterisk packed. Up, walked out with his smug little strut. Gone. I stepped forward, paid for my items, including one mysterious can of butane I suddenly needed, and I left. I still think about that moment, not out of guilt, not even close, but out of sheer, poetic satisfaction. Because somewhere out there, man, this rule-breaking, smug, elderly, disrespecting man probably got to his campsite full of confidence, maybe bragging to his friends about how he handled some busybody in line. Asterisk, he would have set everything up, the sleeping bag, the tent, the snacks. He'd unpack that brand new stove, eager for his hot ramen or first cup of campfire coffee. And then he'd reach for the can of butane, asterisk, and find nothing, just an empty space where it should have been. He'd tear through bags, blame the store, asterisk, maybe even drive miles to the nearest shop only to find they were out. And then he'd sit by a cold stove with nothing but crunchy noodles, lukewarm bottled water, and the sound of wind rustling through trees. Asterisks, no hot food, no firelight, no coffee, just him. And the consequences of being an unrepentant jerk. It wasn't about the gas. It wasn't about the noodles. It was about respect. about standing up for people who can't always stand up for themselves, and about sending a tiny message into the universe. Asterisk, if you walk through life acting like the rules don't apply to you, don't be surprised when someone quietly, perfectly rewrites the rules. If that story gave you goosebumps, smash that like button and drop a comment. What's the pettiest but most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? Asterisk, and hey, don't forget to subscribe for more real-life justice stories that prove karma. Sometimes it wears sneakers and shops in aisle 7.